Babies, from that unmistakable newborn smell to their tiny grunts and stretches, to the moment they lock eyes with you and offer that first real smile. It feels almost magical. In just a few short weeks, they begin to recognize faces, respond to voices, and connect, almost as if they're wired to find us. But what if that moment never comes? What if your baby doesn't look at you? And as you think back over those first 6 weeks, you realize not once, not a single time, did they meet your eyes. Infants who later receive a diagnosis of autism are often described as an easy baby. And on the surface, that makes sense. They're not getting into everything. They're not demanding constant attention. They're not doing the things we typically think of as challenging. But over time, we begin to understand it's not that they're easy. It's that they're not yet engaging. They're not reaching, not responding, not pulling others in. And in that absence, those early social communication moments, critical learning isn't happening. So what do you do with a baby who isn't babbling, making eye contact, or responding to their name yet? Henry was Caitlin and Brandon's first baby. After 36 hours of labor, Henry made his grand entrance into the world. He was perfect. He surprised everyone with strawberry blonde hair, the longest little fingers, and the bluest eyes with eyelashes most women dream of. He was a good baby, an easy baby. He slept well, he nursed successfully, and was growing every day. But he rarely looked at Caitlin and Brandon. Instead, he preferred lights. And even though it was their first time as parents, Caitlin remembers something just felt off. She resisted the urge of scouring the internet for advice and information from Dr. Google, and instead brought up her concerns at Henry's 2-month checkup. Her pediatrician said to wait, and they'd revisit her concerns at Henry's 6-month visit. By the next visit, Caitlin's worry had intensified. He seemed more drawn to his hands than to people around him. He would hold his pacifier up to the sunlight, quietly studying it and the shadows it cast. And still, he wasn't looking at Caitlin or Brandon. Caitlin could remember only one time he'd ever looked in her eyes. This time, the pediatrician shared a concern and referred them to SARRC's Milestones program. We want to take a closer look at Henry's development, the doctor said. SARRC can help you navigate what comes next. In this first video, you're going to see Mom trying to play with Henry. She presents Henry with a box of his favorite toys. But watch what he does with them. Instead of playing with the toy, Henry prefers to hold it up to the light and inspect it, never looking at Mom. Let's watch.
What's in here, buddy? Yeah, that's your favorite. Ooh. That's your favorite one. Look at this one. Look at this one. You see this one? Yeah, that one too? Cool.
This video goes on for 16 more minutes. Not once in that 16 minutes does Henry look at Mom. But what and how do you teach a baby who isn't crawling, has no sounds, and has only ever looked at you one single time? The SARRC team was ready and specially trained in what to do next. Instead of teaching Henry, we immediately began working with Mom and Dad, adjusting their behavior. Our very first goal was simple: connection. We wanted his attention on people, not objects. So we introduced something called stepping into the spotlight. We coached Henry's parents on how to position themselves so they were right in front of him, on his stage, while removing anything that might compete for his attention. Because research has shown in those early moments, Faces matter most. Then came the work, labeling, demonstrating, pairing actions with sounds or words, and repeating it over and over again. His parents showed up for that work again and again, even when the response was small or not there at all. They kept going. In this next video, you'll see Mom step right into Henry's spotlight. She's going to label Barney and demonstrate how to give Barney love. I want you to notice how she's positioned right in front of Henry, and the only toy they share is Barney. No other toys are around. Watch Henry immediate look at Barney and then right at Mom, and his face lights up. He even makes a sound. Let's watch.
Here comes Barney. Barney, 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 Barney. Barney! Say Barney loves, oh, Barney loves. Mommy give, yes. Mommy give Barney loves, Barney loves.
And that's what we hold on to, those moments. Week by week, coaching continued. We kept building on the connection while introducing play, strengthening Henry's motor skills, and helping him experience the joy of interacting with people. In this next video, you'll see how even a small shift can make a big difference. Our parent coach helps Mom make a simple adjustment, just enough to bring Henry's focus off the toy and back to Mom. Take a look.
Henry push, can Henry push? Push, good job.
So now this one, let him, okay, you can do this. The next time we go, I want you to pull your hand back closer to you to see if he will reference. And that's where you can
Push
do
it
the
back down.
eye contact because he's requesting you to do something, but I want him to know where that is coming from. Put it close to your face. It's like almost like guiding. I know it looks silly, but it's like guiding him to reference you. And once he just does a quick reference, you can be like, okay, let's do it. No, I know, it's so hard. You've got
Here we go.
very good. Yep.
Henry has come so far from that first video where he sat quietly focused only on his toys. But even with that progress, interaction didn't come easily, so they kept going, week after week, with support, with guidance, with a mother who refused to give up, especially when doors were closing elsewhere. Even daycare wouldn't take him because he wasn't walking. And then this moment. In this video, you'll see something remarkable. Henry is almost 2 years old, taking his first independent steps. But more importantly, he's connecting. Watch how he looks at Mom, how he shares that joy, and how he turns to Brittany, the parent coach, almost as if he's saying, look at me. Do you see how awesome I am? Inviting her into the celebration. Let's watch.
Good more. Good job.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Go back. Ready?
How proud he is.
Go, 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 go.
Go get mommy.
Go, Mom.
Next, Henry will continue his journey at SARRC Community School, learning and growing alongside his peers. This is what hope looks like. Hope happens here.